Hi, I'm Skylar. Let's talk about books. Hello, I am very excited to make this video, mainly because real people watched my last video. So hello, anyone who might be watching this one too. Thank you everyone who was so kind to my last video. I got a lot of really nice comments that I loved reading and responding to. Today I will be going over my TBR for Contemporary-a-thon. Contemporary-a-thon will be happening from the 10th through the 16th of February, so in just a few days. And being held by Chelsea, I believe. Chelsea and someone whose name is slipping my mind. I'll put the link to her video in the description. So here's my TBR. I will admit I actually did, the picture is deceiving. Only 2 of the books in that picture are books I will actually be reading for this. The rest will all be digital or an audiobook. There are 7 challenges for Contemporary-a-thon, and I have this perfectionist need in me to read 7 books, that means, but I need to be realistic. I will be working during Contemporary-a-thon. I will also be going home and visiting my family for a while during Contemporary-a-thon. Like, I will be there from the 14th through the 17th, so I'll be on a bus for several hours on one of those days, but I'll also be hanging out with my friends and my family for a lot of that time. So I managed to talk myself down to only about 5 books, maybe 4, because I can use at least one of these for more, but I was at the library looking for a book to cover 2 of the challenges, and I just could not talk myself out of getting at least 3 books. So one of them is to tide me over until Contemporary-a-thon starts, and then one of them I could read if I manage to finish. It's my ringer book, I guess you could say. If I manage to finish all of the other books that I've planned to read, then I will read this one as well. There are 7 challenges, like I said. The first one is Green on the Cover. For Green on the Cover, I will be reading Buried Beneath the Baobab Tree by Buried Beneath the Baobab Tree by Adobe Trisha Nwobani. It follows the girls who were kidnapped in Nigeria by the Boko Haram, which is a terrorist group, which happened in 2014. Many are still missing, I'm sure, today. This is a good book to talk about the fact that contemporary means something different than a lot of people think it means. And even myself, I assume when someone says that they're reading contemporary literature, then that means that they're reading YA, set in a high school or college or something, and there's no like magic in it, there's no like adventure. It's about like coming of age or romance or getting a job or something like what we consider to be strictly normal in like an American mindset. But that's not what it means. Contemporary just means that it is current day. And while 2014 is not current day, it's within the last 10 years, so I'm gonna count it anyway. So that is my Green on the Cover. New to me author. This is one of the ones I will be reading on my phone. I will be reading Dress Codes for Small Towns by Courtney C. Stevens, which follows a young queer girl whose father's a preacher, and it's a coming of age story, adventure, cast of characters, blah, blah, blah. That one fits more into what I think we traditionally think of as. I mean, at least I hope so. I guess I don't technically know if it's contemporary or not, but I'm pretty sure it is. I don't think it's like set in the 70s. I guess it could be. Number 3 is a diverse contemporary, with a little nod to the fact that this is going to be, this is during Black History Month. This one also counts for that. However, one of my later ones, I will also be reading The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan, which is also about a diverse main character. Number 4, something that's been on my TBR for over a year. For this, I will be reading Nerve by Jean Ryan. Is that how you say that?
Jean.
Oh my god, why did I say Jean? Jean's a normal name. Why did I forget? Okay, by Jean Ryan. Nerve's been on my TBR for over a year. I've already seen the movie. I feel kind of bad that I watched that first. Not really, it was a good movie and it made me excited to read the book. I'm actually going to be listening to the audiobook version, which I have on my phone. Oh my god, I need to finish this. I have 6 minutes left on my camera life. Okay, let's hurry this up. This is going to be a short one so my camera does not die on me. Next will be a dark or hard-hitting contemporary. This is one of the ones I'm also using the Astonishing Color of After for. It follows a girl who is grieving for her mother who recently committed suicide and her journey with grief, and it has just a little bit of magic in it, but once again, contemporaries can have magic and still be contemporaries. The 6th challenge is an illustrated cover. Once again, dress codes for small towns counts for that. This counts for that. The Astonishing Color of After counts for that. I don't think Nerve does. I think Nerve has the picture of the girl's face, an actual photograph, but yeah, plenty of choices there. And then the last challenge is something that is beloved by someone else in the book community, which obviously is Dress Codes for Small Towns again. It's Books and Lala's favorite book, she has gone on record as saying, and so I will be reading it, and I hope I love it just as much as she does. I mentioned that I have sort of a backup book if I manage to finish all these books in time, and that is because I could not stop myself from picking up Scarlett Epstein Hates It Here by Anna Breslau. This is green on the cover, which is, so this could count for the first challenge if I wanted it to. It's a contemporary. Really, I'm really good at picking up books I've never heard of just because I look at the cover and I'm like, great. And then I read the description, I'm like, great. And then I have to take it. But if I end up finishing the books I have before the 10th, then I will probably start reading this to tide me over until Contemporary-a-thon. I also got The Poet X to tide me over. This one, I feel confident I can finish in time. I'm also listening to the audiobook of Circe, and I feel confident that I can finish both Circe and this before Contemporary-a-thon starts, as this is poetry, so therefore it shouldn't take me too long to read. But knowing me, maybe by tomorrow I'll finish Circe and The Poet X, in which case I will break into this to tide me over until Contemporary-a-thon starts. Yeah, so those are the books I'll be reading from Contemporary-a-thon. If anyone else is participating in it, I would love to hear what you're reading. We can talk about it in the comments. I love responding to comments. Do I have any other updates? Hopefully I will have a vlog at the end of Contemporary-a-thon for you. Just a nice one talking about everything I read and showcasing my adventures and stuff like that. I have another video planned that will come soon. Sorry I left you guys for so long there. I try and upload at least every 2 weeks or so, but sometimes you film a video and you don't like it and then you don't finish it. Oh my god, I have 1 minute left on my camera life. I have to go. Happy reading, guys. Bye.